Hi, and a very warm welcome to this live. Am I live yet? Yes, okay, I'll start again. Hi, very warm welcome to this live, and I'm popping in after a conversation with my client who is feeling really amazing and really joyful and expansive. And I wanted to share the shifts that have been happening for her in terms of her spiritual awakening. And I'm not going to talk about her, I'm going to talk about me because, yeah, bring it back to me. No, but I think it's really, really exciting and really interesting. So the things that I've really noticed, the 6 things that I've really noticed that have changed in my life significantly since I have completely awakened, and I'm sure there's a lot more to come, many more layers to expand into. But right now it feels so amazing. And these are the things: trusting everything and allowing for everything and surrendering into everything. Magnetism, so the energy that we hold when we're really in trust and in flow is really, really magnetic. So we find that we're just like flowing a lot more easily, a lot more brightly, and attracting to us everything that we need, whether it is more money, more clients, more health, wealth, happiness, whatever it is, it flows in because we are in that state of trust. Our energy is really expansive and sparkly, and yeah, it all begins to flow. So we have trust, we have magnetism, we have vitality. Um, there's something about tapping into and receiving from higher realms, other realms, different dimensions that is so nourishing for our bodies. I can't speak for everybody, but for me, I have felt so strong in my body. And if you know my journey, I actually had a massive healing crisis and was quite literally brought to my knees. And my body was really not working and very, very unhappy. And since I started to kind of wake up, my body began to heal. And I feel like so alive in my body, so fresh, so full of vitality and vibrancy and good health. And yeah, I know it's because of the channeling that I do, the downloads that I receive, the activations in my body. It just feels so amazing. So alongside this, there is also joy. There is always so much joy. There is just like this vast pool of joy that we can tap into. And when we're really kind of like in this awakened state, we just feel the joy. It just is everywhere. We notice it, we receive it, we're grateful for it. There's like this build up of glorious joy, which is just amazing. And so flowing in from this, we have momentum, which is in the kind of the gathering of all of these energies. It is the momentum to do what we are meant to do, it is in the momentum of really gathering speed on our soul's desires in this lifetime. And it's really, really amazing and exciting. So we begin to gather and we begin to like flow in this beautiful flow state, and it's really amazing. And then the cherry on the top, of course, is peace. There's a sense of inner peace, and that links all the way back, of course, to the trust, to feeling good in our bodies, to feeling the joy. It's just a deep peace, a peaceful knowing deeply, and this is just such a good feeling. So yeah, I wanted to share this because my client had a breakthrough yesterday with this, and she was sharing how she was feeling today in a voicemail, and it was like, yeah, this is how good it can feel. We can really connect in with this. And I know a lot of you are really feeling this expansion and connecting in. And a lot of people say to me, but I want to stay in it more and more because it drops in. I love it. I feel it. And then it kind of disappears. And I guess the invitation is to do both the healing, the releasing, the inner work, the crunchy bits, the sad bits, the trauma, doing that work, and simultaneously expanding into all that we can be, and really tapping into our pure soul light and our soul pathway, and becoming more of that in this lifetime by releasing all that we're not. So it's very much an ongoing thing, but we do reach a sort of tipping point, I have found, where we are like anchored in then to the expansion, and everything kind of unravels more quickly and more easily, and we don't drop out of that state. We're just in it, and it's beautiful. And it's not to say that we become like weird, like, I don't know, superhumans who never shed a tear or never sad, but it's a different state of being. And I know many of you will be knowing what I mean by this, but it's like it's that trust piece, I think, is what I'm trying to say. It's like a beautiful trust of knowing that everything is as it's meant to be, and really surrendering to that. So if you're kind of in that space where you want more of the expansion, then there is definitely an invitation to keep clearing out everything that is in your basement. Clear out the clutter of the old stuff that you don't want, you don't need, the stuff that is still impacting everything that is trying to expand. You're still trying to expand by taking all of this stuff with us, which is very uncomfortable and unnecessary and not even really possible. So letting that go, and then opening up to other dimensions, our guides, our angels, our multi-dimensional selves, maybe our star families, opening up to our soul mission, who we are really in this lifetime, what we came here to do, and keeping that as our focus, our North Star and our guiding star, keeping that as in the forefront of everything. And then when we do that and we practice doing that, because this is practice, and we do need to be really committed to the practice, because the 3D human world is dense, and it wants to pull us down and keep us back. But when your soul is calling you to expand and go bigger and higher and wider and brighter, then we need to do that. We need to follow that, no matter no matter what fears we have that come up around that, or what resistance is trying to pull us back and tell us that we're not safe. We are safe. We can do it. It is safe for us to expand and shine brightly, and inspire and lead others. And it's safe to do that, and we must do it if we are being called to do it. And that's where all the joy is. There's so much joy in that space. I feel a bit like I'm a bit evangelical today, but I just feel this energy so much of like, we can do it, and it takes a little bit of dedication and commitment to kind of do it every day. Connect in with star families, connecting with meditations, and connecting with love, and keep kind of reiterating it to your brain, really, that is like, oh keep reiterating it so that we can expand more and more and more into that space. So yeah, and then it gets to feel so much easier. We're in peace, and it doesn't feel all harsh. And if it does, we transmute that really quickly, and it changes. So it's definitely a place to hang out and be, because it just makes everything feel so much lighter and brighter. And of course, if we're feeling lighter and brighter, our body is going to be feeling better, because we're not holding and harbouring grudges and annoyance and anger and all of those things. So we are more in physical flow as well. So yeah, wanted to share all of this. If you're feeling like, I want some more of this, then come into higher love. It's the most beautiful, expansive space where you get to really expand and receive and upgrade your frequency and heal and release and do lots of magical things. It's a beautiful portal. It's my membership, and it's a very restful, healing, soft space. So if you're feeling called and you'd love more of this kind of expansive energy, then let me know, or I'm going to drop the link actually, and then come in, ask me any questions if you have any that come up for you as well. But that's not what I was coming to talk about. I was talking about all of the activations that happen when we really allow ourselves to grow into the space of being our true soul selves. Yeah, how great is that? Anyway, I hope that you've found that inspiring, enlightening, interesting, exciting, whatever. Do let me know in the comments, and I'm sending you so much love. Thank you so much for being here. Have an amazing day.